Secret looking for a crucial win on the road to TI in their first Summit Championship.
All right, so Sam, what are VP's tools? What should they do to get themselves out of this potentially questionable laning phase?
Well, they need to first scout out the lanes. They need to think about the mid one's playing the Razor, so they know it's a mid Razor versus DP, and I think they have to dodge the aggro, and they can't give the Darkseer versus Nyx matchup because the Nyx is just gonna snowball, and then if the Nyx snowball, then the other lanes have to be scared when he hits 6. So let's see what Secret they're gonna show.
Darkseer scouted.
Yeah. So they see the Nyx top now.
So swap lanes.
Yeah, they should swap the lanes. They also see the double mango on him, so it should be obvious even if he swaps lanes that they.
Oh, they both see the offlaners.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So Secret wants Nyx up against.
Yeah, Darkseer.
So now they see the switch. So now they got to switch too.
Yeah, and then they're gonna see that they're switching, so they might go back.
Yeah, but the thing is, Secret's ward doesn't see the bounty rune, and the offlaner could be kind of chilling around there.
Yeah, that's true.
Secret will get 3 bounties though.
Secret might find Lil as well. He's gonna poke his way through the trees and gets that Stormbolt off, but
there's my mana pool, guys.
that's half his mana down.
It's fine, it's fine.
He's got a clarity.
I see Lil is pretty geared up for this fight.
He's got all the regen.
Yeah, so he's probably just gonna chill up here with the Darkseer.
So a good call, Pycat. They're gonna look to dodge here. So how do you feel the dodge will work out as far as these lane matchups go?
This is good for VP, I think. The DS should be fine in top lane.
Yeah.
Pasha plays a really good Darkseer.
Oh yeah, so again,
Got
solo pulls it off. VP, unbelievable. Their
The VP
courier
special.
snipe rate is outrageous.
Everyone just forgets, man.
They saw Lil and
How can you forget against VP at this point, though? You know, like they do it every game.
You have a lot to think about.
Right. It's tough.
Yeah, Warlock missing on the map is a little suspect though.
That's true.
My problem with the
Thing is, AM doesn't really need that much help against Nyx on bottom, so
my
it might
problem
be a
is
dead Nyx, you know.
I think
Could be
he's fine. He's fine.
little trouble. Solo wants to pressure him.
I feel Razor and Medusa kind of do the same thing. That's my problem with their draft. Like, they both they just picked so many counters to Sven, and
now he's a support.
And I feel Secret's team fight is kind of weak in some ways. Like they're both these kind of single target heroes, and they don't really do much. But this Death Prophet, if he goes ham, like he can take over the game.
He's not having a good lane though.
And mid one having a nice start here early.
Mid game though, DP is like really good versus the Razor. If you can lock him down.
Yapster and Kezu both quite low and in trouble here. They might be able to get 2 kills out of this.
It's the orb of Venom AM.
Trying to engage on the soul, but he whiffs the stun, and now, even with the Carapace, Ramsey's still getting onto him. They're going to slow him down here. One more auto attack will do the trick. Quick double kill for Ramsey's. Disastrous start for Secret now. Can they bounce back?
He's got boots.
Lil's gonna run Puppy down here. He's got the ward as well. There's no juking possible. MP, gotta be careful not to block him. Now he gets in position. Lil's gonna take the long way around. He does not have any mana regen. No Stormbolt.
Yeah, lost his vision for now.
Still, gets the bounty rune.
But not looking to settle.
Pushes the CM back, and he's gonna clarity up a little further.
Almost. Need a little bit more mana.
I mean, it's an offlane A. I'm getting a double kill, guys. This is tough times at Secret High.
Pycat was also right about the Darkseer. He's doing really well top lane. The Medusa only has 6 last hits. What happened? Did his lane get pulled?
It looks like Secret has a sentry there or something.
Yeah.
I mean, the Dusa is the maiden has been kind of like, you know, she kind of helps a little bit, but she doesn't really do that much.
Yeah.
Dusa's base damage is pretty garbage, and the Sanking has been roaming.
Yeah, was he trying to like freeze the Iron Shell creep or anything?
He might have been.
That, yeah. Alright, Lil's dead.
Uh-oh.
That's okay.
Pasha diving MP here under the tower. Gets that bit of extra
It's a
mana.
good snake.
Able to stay alive, courtesy of the snake. And Pasha has to go deeper. He does have the Soul Ring.
Waiting for his next creep wave.
Doesn't want to back away fully, but yeah, offlane Dusa not having the kind of start that the anti-mage is. Wants to dive this. They're going to get the Stormbolt, and in they go with the Ion Shell. Pasha, just a little quick swoop.
The drive-by Ion Shell.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a solo
Is it
kill.
enough, though? He might have underplayed his hand. No, they're going to get the kill, and now VP look to get out too. Pasha should be okay here.
Okay.
Barely survived.
Yeah, there was a solo kill mid.
VP are just outplaying them.
Secreter cannot afford to make any mistakes here. AM for getting that free farm now in the offlane. Got the double kill early in a game where they don't have the best control.
Yeah, they're outplaying them really hard.
I think VP does this a lot when they sense these trail lanes. They just get those wards out so they know where the enemies are going, and then they just dodge and they get this favorable matchup, and it just helps them play the game so much. Because if they're playing this game with a Darkseer against the Nyx, it's a really tough game for them.
Yeah, it's something that's become a trend amongst, I think, some of the best teams, is, or at least maybe most teams nowadays, but it's just like at level 1, smoking and TPing to a lane and getting that ward out so you can kind of see one of those bounty runes and where the opponents are setting up their lanes.
Yepzor's trying to make some space here.
Because like we were concerned that VP would have a rough laning phase, but Darkseer up against the Medusa, pretty fine. And then Anti-Mage up against the Nyx Assassin, totally fine for him.
Yeah, AM is very happy against Nyx.
Support Sven, though, is a little underwhelming, I think.
He's getting a lot of levels, though. He's level 4 at 5. It's decent.
Yeah, gets that stun off, and now they look for the follow-up on Kezu. Carapace is there. Nice, well, decent stun anyway on the Sven. Ramsey still wants to chase, though. Will there be TP support? Coming in now is the Crystal Maiden. That will deter Ramses as he makes the rotation up top. So they're going to give the AM the safe lane now.
DP ult is up now. Let's see where no one uses his first ulti.
How much, I mean, like, how much of a concern is this anti-mage? You've got a level 2 Yapzor Sand King. He's not having a great start here. He's going to, well, hold that thought, burrow in onto no one, but no one just turns around. Crypt swarms him down. Yapzor gets outplayed, and Sand King not having a great time. Kezu also struggling on the Nyx, so, like, your two control heroes for the anti-mage are off to a slow start.
It really looked like they were not on the same page there with that. Mid one wanted to go in, and Yapzor kind of didn't want to go. And it seemed like he got forced into making that move.
Arcane Rune DP, the dream.
Can Razor claw them back? It's the one hero for Secret that's having a great start to the game.
This hero is really hard to gank mid. Death Prophet. Gets raindrop. Early, you get one siphon off, you're always gonna live. There's ganks, unless they have burst.
And with an underleveled Nyx, no real burst otherwise, they don't.
Yeah, you can see in this game, Yapzor is just having a rough time finding these kills that he usually gets. He's very underleveled and underfarmed.
Yeah, but I mean, also like Puppey hasn't been roaming with him the way they usually do. It's like if they went for that kill on mid and Crystal Maiden was there, you know, it could have gone totally different. That could have been a kill on Death Prophet.
Could be an opening, maybe. Yapzor.
Oh,
Burrow Strike ready. Gets off that early auto attack. The snake does work, and Pasha will go down.
So I said that, yeah, Yapzor got a good kill there.
A lot of mileage out of that Medusa. Gonna find Kezu, though, as a trade potentially here. Goes for the stun, gets it. Now the TP out. Mana Void denies him, and Sir Kezu is down.
That's a pretty ambitious TP.
Yeah, maybe he didn't think AM was 6 yet or something.
I guess.
Or he wasn't there. Who knows?
Now he has to walk back to lane.
Yeah, he's really struggling in this game. Very, very far behind on the Nyx Assassin.
Yeah, and the same thing for Yapzor. He's not where he usually wants to, like where he usually is with the Sanking. And when both your playmakers are struggling, I think it gets pretty tough for them.
AM and DP are 1,000 ahead of Razor. They're pretty far ahead at this point. That's a pretty significant
Sven is
lead.
ahead of Nyx.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Sven's got a couple kills and assists and stuff so far. Sorry, 2 assists, but doing a lot better.
This DP, it's gonna be really hard. They don't have enough burst damage, I think, on Radiant to kill him. He gets farmed.
Now with Epicenter and Nyx burns and stuff.
I think by the time they have that and they like blink, he's gonna have like 2 items that'll help him survive. And then they have a lot of counter initiate on.
What are those
DP.
items?
Yules.
Yules.
Yules. Maybe, I don't know if he goes Hood or what he goes.
Yeah.
Just Yules plus something
He-
else that
he-
gives him tank.
He likes going Yules into BKB when he needs it on DP. He doesn't like save the BKB.
Oh, yeah, just a bit short there on the burrow. Could have wrangled Lil.
Yeah, Hood is really good this game for him.
Yeah, it's like DP's one of these heroes like that. That's kind of build, right? It's been phase Yules for so long.
Yeah.
And I occasionally I see some variations where somebody would go drums or something, but he's supposed to be this tanky hero, but until he gets like items 2 and 3, he's really, he's pretty squishy. Kind of relies on getting his life drains off and silencing his opponents to keep him alive.
I think he's pretty happy in this game when all the playmaking heroes are so underleveled. Like, all these guys, the Nyx and the Sanking, they're not having good games, and DP is pretty high level.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna the timing when he's weak, he won't sense that timing so much this game. I think
the timing will be much later. Like this Sven.
Oh, that's
Oh. Feels good.
the sneakiest of snakes.
That was rough.
I don't know how sneaky that snake was. Just kind of flew right at them, you know.
It was pretty sneaky. Wiggled its way in.
Might have a DP out here.
No one committing. Wants a piece of that
such a
razor,
good silence
and
by
he's
him.
gonna find mid one. He gets the kill.
Such a good silence by no one. To see him.
Very decisive. Can he rotate on mid, pressure this tower a bit as well?
Yeah, it's also the siege wave.
Creep wave isn't quite there, and good news for Secret, but just gonna chill in the trees. Secret want to punish this though. The Ghost might come back at the exact wrong time. They're trying to burst him with the Frostbite, the Nova. He stays
close.
alive.
The snake.
Not gonna make it out.
That
That
was
was a cocky play by no one.
That's a classic Leshrac play.
Yeah,
When you just go
Space.
in.
but they can see the ghost.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel mid one feels kind of sad this game. This isn't his normal kind of hero. I felt they picked this Razor mid for him as well at Epicenter versus EG. He didn't look like he was having fun. It doesn't really suit his kind of play style.
Ramsey's
thinking about
looking for a
manning up.
power play here, but the bait
shit.
is real from Secret.
As I said that, he gets
Trap sprung.
Yeah, it seems like he's doing decently well in
Yeah.
the Razor, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
Just
I'm-
getting online, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna, like,
I think the phase boots are nice this game. He who wants to be able to be a bit more mobile, run around on the map a bit more.
Oh, he's going for the Envy build. Except he's missing a Midas.
no, Envy goes Blade Mail into the Midas.
Really?
Yeah, he changed it up. It used to be Midas into Blade Mail, but he's like, yeah, I want to Blade Mail first.
Midas got too expensive.
Yeah.
Ramsey's going back to the farm. Just closing in on that Battle Fury. About to get his next component, but meanwhile, mid one pressuring, and
Yeah, we're
this was kind of what Mason said. He thought like Secret could just push towers early, apply pressure. They had the bad start, but
VP's
starting to
pretty-
ramp up here.
VP's pretty dependent on their ultimates for team fighting. And
DP
when those-
just got a second arcane room.
yeah, when those are on cooldown, I think Secret definitely has the advantage, at least for a little bit, just because of how many like magical nukes and stuns they have.
Warlock has 6 now, so I think they should try and look for a fight. They also have level. If Lil gives him solo experience, he's gonna have level 2 DP ult. with Arcane Rune.
Not bad, not bad. What's Pasha's farm looking like? How close is he to the mech? Alright, went with mana boots, but he'll be there in a bit.
What is Lil going? Can we check?
Just hanging out, some mana boots.
This Nyx is really struggling.
Sam is a 4-player. What is your support Sven build?
I don't know, man.
Just blink at some point.
Yeah, I think you need Blink, right? Or you just go drums first. Just run in, tank some spells with your Warcry.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think.
So he's looking to get this tower. The tower's gonna go down. It's in deny range.
Honest, once you get Aghanims on Sven, support Sven, the game's over. Played versus that before.
Have you played against? Oh, here we go. Maybe a fight. That snake.
Really hurts.
Ow.
Sneaky Dusa. Well, VP still looking to take the fight. Now that they have the Rock. Anti-Mage taking this as a little me time, but tower will be denied. YapzOr to get it there, and now the Spirit Siphon. Chase forward onto the Sand King.
A very dangerous fight for Secret there.
Yeah.
Warlock just backing him up, ready to ult.
This is really good by what VP did though. They're making some space for the anti-mage.
And they're doing it without committing the ults either, so they have that threat for the follow-up fight, but Kezu makes a play. He'll find the courier. Goes for the TP out, and he's out of there.
Kizu is just so poor. Normally you see him very farmed on his hero.
He's the least farmed hero on his team, and well, that Midas is a dream right now.
That being said, his other teammates got some decent farm for supports.
Yeah.
It's not that bad, and Medusa and Razor have caught up to Death Prophet and Anti-Mage.
The problem right now is that the Darks are still farmed.
Dusa's not going back with that Midas though. He might have some problems farming creeps.
Yeah, I think he needs the Midas on this build. Don't
Yeah.
farm fast.
Especially because like CM and Sand King are clearing waves too.
Yeah.
AM will just...
Oh, no
Just
one
farm.
setting up here. Silence. YapzOr able to burrow away, but nowhere to go on the high ground. He's met with a Stormbolt, and he's met with almost the entirety of VP.
How close was he to his dagger? I can see. Okay.
Not that close. Got the tome.
That's a tough silence to land. Can we agree?
Yeah, that is.
Definitely.
Okay, so AM's gonna run mid. Might find a Warlock here.
This could be a nice kill for Kezu. Needs some help though. Mid one's kind of in the neighborhood, but you really don't want to fight into that Warlock ult, nor do you want to fight into the mech of Pasha. Really the whole VP team fight. You gotta isolate somebody. It's Lil they want, but Lil was ready with the Sentry Ward already prepped for Kezu. They could try to take the fight. They're fighting into the mech, they're fighting into the vacuum, they're fighting into the Death Prophet ult, which is now unleashed. Great stun by Kezu, but won't matter. He's already chewed up by the ghosts. If that's all they get, it's not too bad for Secret.
This is the skill build that Crit did in one of his Warlock games. Like, people kept going this Fatal Bonds, and then he went this build. It looked pretty dope,
I
especially
think
versus.
Solo was the one who started doing it though, no?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know, but it's really good versus immobile heroes like this Razor and Medusa. They're gonna get upheaval, then they're actually just gonna be so sad. Team fight.
That's
Okay,
true.
so-
That's something that Razor struggles with, but I mean, he's got a ton of MS to work with to fight through it, but upheaval will slow him down pretty slow. I always looked at, way back when Razor was a lot more popular, I looked at Veno and Jakiro as being like soft counters to Razor, just because they had so much kind of slow and
Just kite him out.
yeah,
Don't let him get that static link.
yeah,
and
very
all
like movement speed disrupting.
I feel like Warlock is pretty tough to play against for a Razor. When you just...
Yeah.
When you're a Razor, you just get this golem dropped on your head. You want to run in with this static link, but it kind of just dissuades you and your team from going in. So you can't really.
Yeah.
And just makes the game hard for Razor, I feel.
Definitely not an easy game ahead of him, especially up against an anti-mage who is farming pretty well. He's got his Battle Fury now. Headed towards his next item.
Been invited.
Going Vlad's or... Bycat, you're the one player here. Vlad's or Manta?
I think he just goes Manta and just farms.
Reasoning?
I think he doesn't really need the Vlads that much this game. It's like... He's gonna be pretty fine on HP. He has Warlock who can always just heal him if he's around. You know, just get this casual heal. And then just go faster to your next items.
VP are ready to make a move. They've got the vacuum Stormbolt special. Solo bringing up the front.
Solo's super underfarmed. He's been dying to cast his ultimate, hopefully to not only win a team fight, but collect some gold.
Well, this tower is on the menu, and Secret, do they mount a defense? For now, they want to split push. They're
So DBU did go for the hood also.
Good call, good call.
gotta be careful though. MP he has gone for a very tanky defensive build. Blade Mail.
That ultimate's committed, so they
Dragonlance?
would love to force a fight here.
They were setting up with the Nyx bottom, but nobody came and knocking VP just to not defend.
I think Secret's just waiting for YapzOr to get his blink before they will fight.
So they'll sack the tower and blink in 30.
How do they fight, though? Can they fight into that?
They're banking a lot on the sanking epicenter damage, it feels like, but I just don't think it's gonna be enough.
It's never on like support sanking. It doesn't feel that good. you usually want to just go with your stun first. Then you want to like blink, run away, and then go back in. It's like awkward to start the fight with Tepi.
Yeah, so it's like Sand King initiates, Razor, you know, links whoever he stuns, starts draining damage.
Just this Warlock is gonna be annoying, and like the Surge as well, the Darkseer Surge on whoever gets linked.
Oh, just keep on farming couriers. That's the plan here for Kezu. That's 2 for him.
It's all his income, man.
Not a lot of farm on the map for him. Couriers are a good place to get some.
Yeah, that's what, almost 2k goals.
Yeah, it's 2 couriers now.
Puppy thanks him for his deposit. But it's basically all about like the counter initiation, right? Like you want to kind of bait them onto the Razor or the Dusa, and then you get that Stone Gaze Blade Mail off.
No one's actually going for
Turn the fight around with the Epi.
the pipe as well.
Yeah, it's not a bad pipe team.
Yeah.
They have a lot of magic damage, so.
You think he needs the point booster first though? Some HP?
Nah, I think he's fine. I think Yo's on pipe. He'll be fine. It's only if he like missteps. If he goes to the wrong place, then he can die. But no one has. He has really good positioning in fights. If you watch how he plays fights, he goes in and out a lot of fights. Like he backs up. He just.
Here comes the initiation though. YapzOr gets the jump, but immediately the rock is dropped. Finally he got to use it. The back's there as well. Quickly though, they take no one down. He does have buyback, but no exorcism even if he uses it now. The burrow strike through. Great connection by YapzOr. Though with the dust, he's in danger. Mid one stands his ground, starts to fight it out with the Deuce all coming in. VP turned the other way, but they're running into mid ones, waiting clutches. Can he hang on? Stay alive long enough. Pasha's low. Frostbitten at the final moment by Puppy. Great pick there. Now Lil also scattering backwards. MP forces him away. Fantastic fight with the exorcism just cooling down. There was no point to buying back. Darkseer blew his combo, didn't have the follow-up. Even the rock got dropped, and they take the fight. Scrappy by Secret.
Dusa uled the opponent, right? He didn't ule himself.
Yeah. No one.
I mean, DP.
Yeah, he uled the Nyx. Then he got Carapace when he came down. Chain stunned.
It's good play by Secret.
He has it. He didn't have his pipe on him that though. Now he has it. He still has DP ult. The thing about Secret's heroes is they don't have big cooldowns like Peter said earlier, so they don't have to worry about that. Now they know Rock's down.
And VP still trying to make a move. Into the Roche pit they go.
They don't have a ward though on Secret. They actually didn't see this.
Yeah, it looks pretty free.
Damn. This is actually really big. AM with Aegis. It's like basically when he has Aegis he's gonna have free farm on the map for X amount of time. And he's also gonna have Manta come.
Ramses will collect it as Kezu hunts. I'd love to pick him off here, but it's not a 2-hero takedown at this point.
Now he gets. Oh, BKB pop from
Uh-oh.
Razor here.
Misclick.
Yeah, Ramses gets to farm with a total confidence now, which is. It actually means quite a lot on anti-mage. You know, being able to blink places that you think, maybe this is questionable, or like, you know, maybe you shouldn't be farming their agents, but because you have the agents. Because you have the Aegis now, you can.
Yeah.
It also feels like Secret just don't want to go on that AM anymore because he has that Aegis. So they also give him even more farm.
Yeah. It's like a mentality thing.
Yeah, it is.
That's actually, I think that hurt Secret a lot, that Aegis, like them not being aware of it. Because they have no cooldowns, they could actually just been there ready, but they didn't have vision. And this kind of changes the flow of the game for them.
Good play call by VP though.
Yeah.
To try something like that right after a big fight.
Yeah, because DP got brought down before he used the ult.
It was
So
on
he had
cooldown.
or it was on cooldown, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, maybe they don't want to fight into Secret if they don't have like Warlock ult, but if they have a DP ult just kind of ready to go,
Yeah.
and that can finish its cooldown while Warlock also waits for his cooldown, then that works, because DP ult works great on Roche and Warlock ult doesn't.
Goes back to what Dendy said. You know, VPR is very confident. That, you know, earlier in the finals, and you know, certainly now that they're picking more, you know, seriously, I guess you could say. So they don't mind the fact that Golem's down. They're still gonna take a risk.
Yeah, it's working out well, but that last team fight was very bad for VP. Surprising to see them actually win a fight so handedly.
I think right now, like, Secret supports are much more farmed than VPs. This Warlock has nothing, but the CM is actually really farmed.
This Sven, it's a little bit hard for him, I feel, to find a place in this game.
Yeah, it's not a
He's basically just a war cry at this point and a stun.
Yeah, and he's a great static link target as well for Razor.
Yeah.
I mean, you do have like the Dark Seer, so if you hit that crazy combo with the vacuum stun, it's pretty strong, but...
Yeah, the problem is it's just not instant, so...
They're going to try to make a move here on the Razor. The mid one taking all kinds of damage. Who popped the BKB very late into this engagement. And now the chase forward from Pasha gives him a little karate chop, gives him a second or tries to, but Yapso there with the burrow, tries to secure the retreat. Now Yap in danger. He heads to the north. He knows he's done for. No one though, and Ramses as well want a little bit more. They're going to chase no one. That Sand King stays alive. Thought he was done for, but instead it's on to mid one. Big commitment by Ramses. Somehow Yap made it out.
Yeah, well, they just left him. They were just like, I don't even
I
care
thought
about
a few would stay with him, and the rest would chase the Razor.
I thought that Sand King was suiciding himself to save Razor.
That's why he's Yap God, and we're the mere mortals here.
Well, I would more so contribute that to VP misplaying and trying to chase one of the fastest heroes in the game.
Why you gotta bring me down, Peter?
Well, it's not to bring it down. It's to keep our viewers informed
Alright.
and to keep this cast honest. Big ult. Coward.
The timing in this game for VPs, the butterfly and the AM, when they get like the secrets heroes hate buying MKB, both Razor and Medusa, especially early. He's gonna have his butterfly.
When Razor gets Ags, he doesn't really care that much about it. I feel.
He's going Ags, right, on the Razor?
Yeah, he's going Ags. But level 18 and Ags, he will still be dealing a lot of damage, and if AM loses his Aegis, and even if he has Butterfly, he can still die pretty fast.
Oh, he's going Aghanims instead. Interesting. Oh, I forgot about that item on AM.
I've seen it almost like every time I've seen AM.
Yeah, it seems like a good pickup this game.
This guy Yules?
Good choice to TP, but
No need.
not enough time.
He had Invis
Oh,
though.
he used it first, that's right.
Oh.
I guess it's really good versus Razor, right? We'll try and link.
Yeah,
Blocks.
against
It's good versus
some
Sand
stuns
King,
and
Razor.
some spells.
It's
Yeah.
a good item in this game.
Lil's finally almost got his Blink Dagger. Just gonna jungle it up for a second and secure it. Slowly but surely. Chopping away.
You ready to swim, Peter?
Dude, Lil's cosmic, sure, but Lil's cosmetics are so perfect. He's got the ice pick. That's my Sven sword, personal favorite out of all the Sven swords. It's a common, but
It looks like it would shatter on first impact.
it's a special kind of ice.
Oh, okay.
Aghanims. How long is Aegis left for? It's about to, oh, it's already out.
Just ended, I think. Maybe not.
Every hero has an eggs now, right?
I mean, mostly, I think.
No.
Are there any that
Not
don't?
every hero.
Yeah.
It's like 80% or something.
Medusa. We did. I think we did this in the van the other day. While we were riding somewhere, we just started going through that list.
Going through all
the
the
Axe
eggs.
list?
Yeah,
Death
the ones that
Prophet?
don't have it.
Death
DP
Prophet
doesn't have.
Yeah, DP
Yeah.
doesn't.
There's a couple,
God, please don't.
but
make please don't make her ult any stronger.
very few.
DB really seems like one of those heroes where, like, if there was an Axe, you just feel like it will be way too strong.
Yeah, because its stats are so good on her, right? The build-up feels so good. You buy these small items.
Apparently Medusa does have one.
Really?
That's what chat said.
Shit, I didn't know that. How do you know?
I mean,
chat's saying?
do you think you're smarter than 70,000 people, Sam?
I didn't know.
The collective intelligence of
Of course not, man.
the mob. They're our mob.
What's the Zags do again?
I have no idea.
Do you know, Pike?
They could be lying.
Does it increase the...
This is like Mafia.
Oh, it's the... When you use a snake...
Oh, yeah, it makes everyone
It makes stone gaze for 0.3 or something.
Yeah. It's kind of bad, right?
It doesn't feel super good. Because you don't want to rely on snake so much in fights in late game, I think.
This also does not feel super good for Secret right now. Losing their last outer tower.
It's the problem with their...
Anti-Mage is out of control.
Anti-Mage is starting to escalate a little bit.
It's a timeless rite of passage in Dota. You
So
know,
Link goes
getting
through that, or
anti-maged
what?
in a critical match.
Well, the link counters, it goes back to, right? I think.
Oh.
It should be double link or no. I think at least that's what
Can we
happens.
click AM really
Wait,
fast?
Are you saying Lotus Orb?
with the
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
Axe,
okay,
right?
it counters itself.
Yeah, so just nothing happens. So in fights, I don't think Razor should be linking this anti-mage, but rather link up well, Sven or DP or some hero like that, because they kind of want to be in the fight.
That's kind of sad though. You don't want to, can't link their carry.
Yeah.
Yeah, DP is not looking to right click, you know.
You don't want to link DP when he has his ult on. You're just gonna melt. So you can burst. Okay, so no one's gonna go for the BKB. Good item purchase, especially versus the Nyx.
Next Roche time, I think VP are gonna want to push.
Are they on a timer here? Do you feel like they start to fall off a little bit with the AM like this far ahead now, but the way he's
You don't want to go for the
itemizing?
super late like AM games because
Yeah.
then he kind of falls off. But he hits this timing where he's super farmed, and then you can't do anything to him, and you just go high ground with him.
That's where Secret have generally made their mark, like in this tournament and others where they've not always had the strongest lanes, but they just make big play after big play to hold the high ground. Is that something you guys could see them doing this game?
I mean, they definitely can, but VP have like ways to deal with it. AM can go one wave, DP can go another.
Split
something.
push.
Yeah.
They want those net levels on Nyx. If Nyx had, I mean, if Nyx had a
Axe.
better start this game, if Nyx now had an Axe, I think this game is really difficult for VP. Oh, and that's number
courier.
3.
Is that 3?
That's 3, man.
He's on top of it.
Kazu, he's coming back.
Yeah, but you're kind of sad, you're only getting courier kills, not getting any hero kills. That's how he feels.
It's not
right
really
now.
a Nyx game, you know. To be fair, they don't really have great heroes to like go with the Nyx. You know, there's no one to like follow up those ganks. And you know, Yapsor bottom lane tries to make the great escape, burrows into the trees. He has the blink. He's going to jump out and right into the waiting arms of Ramsey. He's quick with the bash. Still though, Yapsor.
It's a lot of time wasted for
trying
VP.
to make it away here, and he's going to escape.
Ramsey's gave up on that pretty quick. Seems like he's not totally committed to the idea of fighting without Aegis.
It's also he wasted ult, I think. Doesn't
Sure.
want to chase after.
It's a short cooldown.
The good thing is MP is still like farming decently. He's not too poor. He's also gonna have a butterfly of his own.
The butterfly will definitely help, I think.
Yeah, and AM is going to start to feel a little slot starved right here. You know, he's pretty
Yeah.
close to being maxed out.
He's close to peaking. He's got a little bit more room.
It's always been the problem with AM that you just run out of slots at some point.
Yeah, that's what Sam was saying. He's a hero that he's like a good late game hero, but then like super late game, you know, he falls off.
He really struggles, I feel, against Nyx. You just get mana burn a couple times, and then you can't move around in fights.
Yeah. Think he's gonna go for BKB at some point on the AM?
Gets the Dusa.
Yeah, he
Just go BKB and attack the racks or something, or finish off the racks, whatever.
Prop DP
he
all.
might have to.
Pop BKB,
I don't know
just
if he
hit
can.
buildings.
I don't know if he can go for this butterfly.
Yeah.
Maybe he does it and then they just end with the butterfly and like with Aegis, but then he has to drop an item.
I mean, do you agree with the Ags purchase? Because I feel he could have had the butterfly by now and I'll get the Ags even faster. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like he was already. I felt he's not gonna die.
It's a big farming item on anti-mage, the
Yeah.
butterfly.
I felt he could have been like a bit higher net worth.
With what item?
No, if he
If
went
he
the
went
butterfly,
butterfly
first.
instead of
for-
the Ags, 'cause
He's just scared of getting
Yeah.
ganked by some random heroes, and then
Oh, I
X makes
see.
him feel a bit
okay,
better.
so it's the Aegis cheese on DP, Aegis on anti-mage.
Yeah, and then they just go push.
I think you should just get the Abyssal.
I was also thinking a little bit about if he potentially just gets the Aegis and just goes Abyssal, and then they go push with the next DP ult.
Yeah.
Well, timing could be right. Though they'll have to wait for the exorcism here.
I think he can just jump in as well in the base, like start the fight. Maybe DP ult hits the racks.
Yeah, he's got the money for that Abyssal if he wants it.
Doesn't look like he's going to.
Meanwhile, Yapsor doing a split push game.
Oh, these guys are out pretty far.
Yeah, mid one perhaps in a bit too deep. Ramses could jump in on him, but yeah, he's going to pop a drum charge, head into the river. This is going to give Ramses a nice little closing opportunity here. BKB committed, and now it's still the chase forward, blocking himself with his own illusions. He's going to blink in again. Finally gets the bash. Now looking for the follow-up. Great stun by Kezu, though, buying him time. Drum after drum. 4-step there as well.
You can see the mana burn being annoying for him. Just in general in the Nyx.
Yeah, the AM, he goes real low, real fast. He needs those blinks in fights.
It's starting to feel like maybe Secret just, best plan is to play it slow,
Yeah,
play
I
it safe, take it late.
I think Secret's playing this game well, considering what happened. Like they weren't like, they didn't feel pressured to do something, and they're kind of just both farming.
I mean, don't you think that's the hallmark of this iteration of Secret? I mean, YapzOr kind of hinted at it on the couch the other day that, you know, they're very like calm even when they're behind, and that they just try to figure out like what do they need to do to get back in the game. Let's not force things too much. You know, take it slow.
I think like all of their players are kind of like very farmy. I feel like all of them farm. Honestly, MP is probably the least selfish player on that team, so it kind of fits.
That was true in MVP Phoenix as well. He was always, you know, enabling QO.
Yeah.
LD, you were talking about teams being like anti-mage in the last game. One of the best counters to anti-mage is actually just to farm just as fast as him. Let him have, you know, half the map and the ancients, and then you take everything else.
And they have, you know, do sustain in striking distance.
Yeah, and I mean that's the best you can hope for. You're not going to farm as fast as AM, but if you can hold on and have a decent amount of farm, and then it's a lot of times AM games he takes everything, so your teammates don't really have much farm.
Yeah, you've got, as you guys mentioned, a sports fan who doesn't really offer a whole lot of Warlock that's even poorer, not going to be getting those big items.
It becomes a one-man show, and that's the reason why he kind of falls off late, is because you start picking up items like hexes or force staffs and things that can, you know, help you get away from just this one hero.
Yeah, this is their timing though.
That one hero moves in, and Secret ready to pounce. They're going to get the burrow strike off. Decent static link, pretty good range on that.
Yeah, they popped the axe first, I think. I don't know if it was with Yules or stun or whatever it was.
I think Yules, and then he stunned it.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a really hard high ground.
And VP don't want to commit the exorcism until they're ready, but now making his move, Ramsey says, screw it, man, I'm going in. BKB is there, chasing out the other way. Mid one commits forward. Can they get this quick kill, bring the Sven down? They want to, but the rock gets dropped right as he's about to fall. He stays alive, and now VP surges in, but Anti-Mage not hitting anyone during this time. He monovoids. He gets turned on. He's been controlled nicely this fight. Now starting to chew through Kezu, though. That would be a big kill, but he hasn't gotten it yet. AM down. Exorcism committed. Rex not being hit. Tower still alive. Secret hang on. VP, they haven't gotten what they came for here. They're going to have to back out, reset.
Bad fight.
I think still
There's still an epicenter here.
They need to get back, I think.
That was way better for VP than...
Secret are not done yet, though. They're going to push that DP into the middle of the fray, but she gets the ghost back. She's going to heal right up. The Nick stun is there. Lil's finally down. Ramses, though, seizing his openings as YapzOr again with the burrow strike there, clearing out the illusions. And Secret, they force out the big ults. They hold the high ground.
Poor Warlock, man.
They chase for more. They got the Aegis, too.
Is he going to get out?
He hesitated quite a bit on that rock. I think he had a moment when he could have... initially, when AM went in and bashed that Razor, he could have just dropped it. But I also think that they should have really focused DP. DP was stuck in Duza ult for a really long time, and she was getting really low. And she was at, I don't know, 10, 20%, and I think she was still in stone form, and they focused the AM instead. And AM had no mana and no ulti anymore, and he was kind of just stuck in a really shitty position. So if they just focus the DP before she uses cheese, it's free kill on DP, and then they can just clean up anti-mage at least once.
How much do you think that AM wished he had a Abyssal Blade that fight?
Yeah, he probably
Could've
hit
anyone.
That Razor would have died.
Yeah,
for sure. He chased that Razor. He committed everything for that Razor. He didn't get him.
And it's going to get harder now with that tower falling. Mid one going to close in on his Assault Cuirass, tankier, very soon.
Yeah, and now these other heroes are kind of starting to get these items, and now AM doesn't feel as happy anymore. Like this, AM being 25k when other heroes are at this, well, like 16, 19k, and even those supports now, even that they're 10k, you don't feel as good because they just need this one item, you know, just this one force staff or this one Yules or whatever. When you're this anti-mage and you just want to blow people up, it just wastes your time a lot.
Well,
yeah,
straight back down to bottom.
I also think that fight, the VP scored up a bit. I think Posture went a bit too hasty with his vacuum. He only used it on the Razor. I think they have to combo the vacuum with the Sven stun. And he has to wait in the fight.
It's a big part of their team fight.
No buyback on Razor.
No Aegis. Did they use the cheese on DP?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to commit with Ramses, blinking forward onto mid one. They get the stun follow-up, Force Staff, saving the day.
They just want the tier 3.
It's not dropping quickly, though. They do have the fresh Exorcism ready. VPR starting to meander in, but mid one, trying for the static link.
Down.
Quickly committed.
He doesn't want to DP out that. He wants to DP out the Rex.
No one knows. No one knows
he
what
just
no
didn't
one
have
is
the
thinking.
option.
Yeah.
He's chilling Invis.
Oh, good. Good damage done here. Healable damage,
Oh,
but
stun.
there's the burrow. It connects on 2. The rock to counter initiate. Trying to bring that Death Prophet down. No one's so low. He will end up falling. She's out of the picture very early. Yap stays alive. MP pushes back. With the Stone Gaze, he's healthy, but Ramses finishes him off. Now Yap engaging forward. The epicenter is only hitting the anti-mage. It's not enough damage. VP are finding their opening, now chewing through the backlines. Ramses, slice, dice. Down goes a third. Triple kill for him. Hasn't gotten the racks yet, though. They're going to have to back away. They force out the Sand King buyback. Secret do hold for now, but a blink, a stun, a counter initiation, and then a counter to the counter initiation.
Oh
Ramses
my God.
comes in again with the Mana Void, that low cooldown. Ooh. Don't sleep on the anti-mage. Got him.
Big Mana Void.
Is that it?
No,
That was a triple buyback now.
Ramses played that fight so well, actually.
Yeah, he really did. He was connecting on a ton of damage. I thought they were going to burst that DP. Like, he ended up dying at the end, but like it took a little bit too long.
Yeah.
Oh. A rampage for Ramses. And the lane of racks
He's got an
for
Abyssal
VP.
and... No, he wanted BKB.
What's he gonna drop?
Boots.
Maybe he just drops the Ags.
Oh, he drops boots, I think.
Okay.
I mean, he fights without boots for a while, I think.
You got the butterfly for move speed, you know.
Yeah.
Drop the eggs.
No, I think it was just for healing,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, he sells the strats.
Sold his boots.
I guess he's
He
gonna
has
rely.
Butterfly.
He's gonna rely on Darkseer to surge him as well.
He's got the flutter and blink.
All right, it's down to the wire here, guys, but anti-mage has become a problem. VP have gotten their first lane of racks at 40 minutes. Is it enough? Are they still like in cruise control here, or is there still that timer for Secret?
Timer just got...
Got extended?
Yeah.
It definitely. With this 10-second PKP, I think AM just he bought himself a lot of time now. I
Yeah.
think he's gonna be like so strong for quite a while now.
Oh, completed Abyssal now. Only thing he's really lacking is that Moon Shards.
Maybe some boots of travel as well at some point.
Yeah.
Might want those.
Just stash some bots.
Use your backpack. Lurking. It's a dire scan here, checking that Yapsar is alone, and he wants that
Patience
catapult.
from Ramses.
Gets the blink, gets the
He's doing
Abyssal,
it.
and
Wow.
not dead yet though. Yapsar
Alright.
hanging on. Chill out, Yapsar. Just let VP have you. He burrows away, won't make it out. Doesn't have the buyback.
Our God.
That was some patience from Ramses.
Never stay for the last creep, guys.
That's very true.
That juicy
That's
the
the-
catapults are so juicy now though.
Sometimes you learn that lesson in the in Game 5 of the Grand Finals. Sometimes
Feels
you learn
bad,
it in
man.
a pub, you know?
How does Secret gonna win this fight?
It's going to be very hard with 40 seconds to go on the Sand King. Ramses getting that surge forward. Locks onto Puppy. Not the biggest kill, but he'll happily take it if he can. Blinking in. No Mana Void yet. He wants it. Really not worth it, but it is a low cooldown. And meanwhile, this is going to drag him away from the fight. Looks like he was still chasing the CM. Finally got the kill, but it bought Mid One a little extra time here to do what he can. The Vax there. The wall gets dropped. The rock through. Now looking for the Mana Void. Ramses blinks onto the back lines, hanging onto it for the time being. The Carapace holds him back, but the racks are dropping. They'll bring the melee down. The range's in jeopardy as well. And Secret, hold on. Desperately trying, but now out of mana, out of options. VP, slam, gem. Thank you, ma'am. They'll clean up more. 4 dead, no buybacks, and straight on to the throne. Nope, never mind. Onto the mega creeps here. It's the end of times for Secret.
That's it. That's GG. VP.
VP decided to
Virtus
show
Plow.
up.
In a second here, about to be the back-to-back Summit champs.
They revved up the plow, guys. You know, they went for the all-hero challenge, and then they backed away at the brink. But they pulled out some good picks and some great play, and now Secret, another death. Death after death, indeed, and now an effigy down. The end for Secret comes. 25-11, GG. VP push it to the limit, and they will be 2-time Summit champions.
They debated Secret, man.
It's a